heading up to number 3 tee deck. I didn't get a picture of number 1 or number 2 tee deck, as there was a threesome there who let me play through. I didn't want to hold them up. It was a beautiful 215-yard par 3, very tough. I bogeyed. So here's your tee deck. The back deck, we're moving up to number 3 here. There's where I'll be teeing off. It's a dog leg right. It's only 350 yards. I'll use an iron off the tee here. See if I bring it to the deck. Give you an example of the aesthetics here. This is what you would call a little wider, believe it or not. There's some room here, but it's short. Dog leg right. All for now. Here we are. Approach shot number 3. Hit a 200-yard club out here, and that's what I got going in. So you can tell, they're just real pretty pictures around here. Every hole is the same. They're just fantastic views. The course is immaculate. You just look at these fairways. I mean, they're just like a green at most people's courses. And the greens themselves, I'll take a video later of a green so you can get a good look at the roll. Oh, we got, so I might as well show you the carts now. And you come in, you see, it's got all the little tools you need. It's to the flags. There's 136 to the center. See if we can snap a wedge up there. So I'm back on at the green on number 3. Well, I had some time. You never know on a golf course just how much time you're going to have with people playing around. But as you can see, maybe you can, you can't. My ball made the green. You're looking back through the fairway. The tee deck, it's just a wonderful layout. I'm going to take this up to the green now, and I also want to make a note that for people who didn't catch the first part of my video before yesterday on the grounds and the driving range and the clubhouse and stuff, just to give you a background, I've played courses from Playa Mujeres through Cancun, through the Riviera, through Playa del Carmen, through Playa Aventuras, now in Akumal. Pretty much played all the courses, and you know, I'm stuck right now to let you know that I think this is the nicest one I've played of all of them, and that includes Mayakoba, where the PGA Tour holds the OHL Classic. It is just absolutely perfect. You just look at the green. It's not a mark. They just had a tournament here yesterday, so you know, you'd think the course might be chewed up a little bit. They've come in from that last night and just managed it perfectly. So we just pulled up here to our first par 5, number 4. I wasn't going to video as much as I thought, but this hole is so pretty. I thought you have to see what you're dealing with off the tee. Beautiful water down here, runs the whole side of the fairway all the way to the right to the green, and you must cross it as you get to the green. Very difficult driving hole to get the ball where you want it to go. First 2 times I hit driver here and put it in the water various places, so today I'm going to hit an iron and play a 3-shot par 5. I'll tell you how it turns out. So this is my approach shot in the par 5. Hit it about 210 off the tee. I've got about a 160 shot to lay up on the side of the water, and then I'll go to the green. Seems to be the right way to play it. If you had a lot of confidence in your driver, I believe you probably could really extend it out there and get to this in 2. But we'll take a chance here and just see if we can keep a ball in play. Back to the deck. I was on the far deck to the left. So, not a bad spot. So I laid up to here. You can see the water, according to the cart, we have 127 to the middle. That's fairly accurate. I've been doing it against my rangefinder. The rangefinder is showing 121. So if you're playing and you have a rangefinder, I believe it. They must just, they don't have the sensor in the flag. So it's kind of a guess, but if you have a laser, it might be good if you want to play the exact club. So I'm at the green now. I played a 3-shot par 5. First 2 days, as I mentioned earlier, I doubled as I went on the water. But today I played a 3-shot par 5, tried to play it smart, and Actually have a birdie putt. You'll see it in a minute, but it's a long ways back. And there's the course looking backwards. Very, very pretty hole. I'm in awe here. It's actually one of the nicer I've played, and I've played a lot of golf in a lot of places. Just another side note, the cart lady just went by me, so it's 8 o'clock in the morning. They're out here early. And another side note is the Riviera Maya Golf Club is not an all-inclusive course, which you'll find in most of the Riviera Maya and the Cancun Loop, where you pay your green fee and your beer and water and pop and chips and sandwiches are all free, including in the clubhouse, but not here. The good news is I'm staying at an all-inclusive, so my stuff at the room is free, so it's in my golf bag, a couple of pops, just in case it gets too hot. So we'll place this right down here, and we'll see if we can get this thing up and down. And so we're on the 5th, 170 yards, par 3, the other deck. Pretty straight ahead shot, bunker to the right, bunker to the left. I would say probably one of the easier par 3s on the golf course. The other ones have a lot of meat. This one's not too bad. Just at the green, this group just let me play through as a foursome. And I didn't get a real good picture as a dogleg right, but as you can tell, there's a huge cenote down here to the right, or to my right, to the golfer's left. Very difficult hole. I got off the tee okay, and I missed it right over where these gentlemen's carts are. But the other 2 days, we were both down in that cenote down there. Just beautiful. This is number 7. Very, very tough hole. Plays at 445 from this deck. Closer to 490 from there. Dog leg to the right, tough driving hole. You have to hit driver. I don't want to, but I'm going to have to. It's just a beautiful hole. So here I am. This is that little oasis I was talking about back in the fairway. And that tree, and I was back there a long ways. Did a 200-yard club through that oasis, and I think you may be able to see it on the fairway. So I've got a significant pitch to get it up there and see if I can make my par. So after completion of my pitch, which was on the right side of that cenote, I just wanted to get a little video here now because you can see it's a split fairway. You can also come in from this side depending on where you land. You can see my ball up there on the green, ever increasingly looking like a bogey, but just a fantastic hole. You know, if you look back, the whole thing, you see the condos being built in the background. Way back to those gentlemen on the tee. Here we are at number 8 tee deck. Stand here in the shade a bit. It's a second par 5 in the front 9. Might not be able to see that sign over there, but it's 515. Most of these par 5s have a lot of meat on them and they're difficult. I'm a 10 handicap or so right in that range, and often have a birdie or two around. I played 46 or 44 holes this week. I've had one, and it was on a par 3. So I'm not getting these par 5s, and I'm not taking advantage of them. But this is definitely a driving hole, and I can get my driver out and see what happens. I'm in the fairway now. It's par 5. You can see back the tee deck. The bunker that you see right in front of you was shown on the card at 270. And I hit a very good drive. I flew the bunkers, which was the plan. Came across, you may see the ball in the middle of the fairway, in good spot. I'll get up to it. That's a good drive. I'm not sure the yardage, but it was one of my better ones. And now I should be able to get to this green in 2, probably with an iron. So I'm up at the green now. When I got up to my ball, I had 225 in. 5 iron to here. So with the right club, and I've got a little pitch coming over to there, so if I can get a good pitch, I might be able to bust that birdie string here and actually get one. So just to give you an idea, I just played 12. This chap was rolling the greens, so he let me play up. This is the back part coming into a beautiful hole. This chap that's on the machine spoke a little English, so I asked him how often they roll their golf course. He didn't quite understand what I meant, but this was his job. In other words, he rolls greens every day. So 18 holes of Riviera are rolled daily. Unbelievable. So that's why they're so smooth, I guess. Just wanted to make sure I got this on video. There are about 2 of these facilities, men's and ladies washrooms, per 9. Very accessible, very clean. That's important, I know, especially to the ladies. They like to have a nice clean area to go, and this is a fantastic spot. All of them have been cleaned. I've been to 2 already, and there's no reason to believe the rest aren't the same. Here we are at 14, our first par 5. 548 yards. It's beefy, fairly fair. It's good. It looks a little narrow here off the tee deck where that player in front of me is. But actually, if you take it down the right or the left, you got a little bit of room. And then there's kind of a ravine down there. I'll show you when I get down in there. It's beefy. It's a good one. Here we are in the middle of the fairway. You can see my ball there and the player in front of me and the nice Snow tee to the right and all the way around the green. But you got a little bit of critters to deal with right here. These are coaties. They're all over the golf course. Not very aggressive. I was actually feeding them French fries at the all-inclusive resort. So they're kind of around, look like a raccoon, but they eat grubs, as you can see, and that keeps the golf course healthy. So we don't bother them and they don't bother us. Not been able to reach this in 2, but this is my best drive of the week, so we'll see what a 3-wood does here. If it can get up around there. It's showing me, well, I guess not, 317, so it's not going to get there, but we're going to give it a whack anyway and see what we can do with it. Here we are on that par 5 looking back. 317 yards was ridiculous. I didn't want a 50 or something yard pitch, so I had a 6-iron up, laid up a little bit here in the rough, but now I've got exactly 100 yards, so that's a real comfortable shot for me. So I just wanted to show you that par 5 I just had a video with. Just, you know, some of the features. This is a Robert Trent Jones, and there's a lot of elevation change. It's just a fantastic track. It's very, very pretty. And then of course you come up through this entryway here, and you roll up here to this tee deck. And just when you think you got it beat, you take a look at this guy. This one today for me is playing 241. It plays 265 par 3 for the back tees. So I'm going to have a lot of fun here today. I mean, I should have enough club to be comfortable to get up where that guy is around the green, but it's a beast and it's very, very pretty. And you just don't find this stuff anywhere. So I'll tee off and we'll come back to the green and see how I made out. So here we are at the green. You see my ball. I had a very good tee shot. Go back along the water and go very up to the top. What a beast. You know, very few times in a round of golf will anybody say that a par 3 is a legit driver hole. But I would have to say for 75% of the golfers out there, they're going to hit driver from back there. And it's not an easy driver hole. You have to find a way to get over the water, avoid the bunkers on the left. So, you know, really, really a tough hole. It's number 1 on the golf course for handicap. So I hit my approach shot. It's par 3 here over the water. Came up, pulled it a little bit, but everything is mowed and rolled so tightly that a pitch isn't even in the question. It's a straight putt down this hill. See if we can get it in the hole. And it moved to the right. Here we are, number 18. Another washroom area. Like I said, they're very clean and very accessible. They're always around. And then we'll be pulling up over here through there to par 4, 401 yards. So I'm up at the green. You see no ball on there, do you? I'm in that back bunker there, and I'm just about dead on batteries. So I hope you enjoyed this review of the Riviera Maya golf course. A fantastic track, worth your money. If you're down here and you want to play, this is a good one. Thanks for listening.